up, everybody? It's your boy, King Boys Productions, and I am back at it with another reaction video. So today, we're here with Jack Harlow's new album, Jackman. This is 10 songs, about 24 minutes. You know, normally, I would say if an album's only 10 songs, 24 minutes, that I would listen to the whole thing. However, I am on a bit of a time crunch today. So, because of that, I'm going to pick a song, and then I'm going to let random choose probably one or two, or probably two or three more, and then we're gonna call it. And then I'll probably listen to the rest on my own time. That's just how it's gonna be today. You know, usually if it's a shorter album, I don't mind, but there's some of these albums that are like, damn, 20 songs, 2 hours long. It's like, I'm not listening to that shit, you know what I'm saying? So like, but 24 minutes, that's a bit, I mean, it's a lot, right? But I probably would have been more understanding of doing that if wasn't on a time crunch today, but I am. So we're gonna start with Gang 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 because it just caught my eye. So we're gonna start with this, and we're gonna let the auto shuffle on Spotify choose my next couple songs, and then that's how we'll do it. So all right, let's go.
Ride for my dogs, lie for my dogs, die for my dogs.
Hey.
Ride for my dogs, lie for my dogs, die for my dogs. Because it's
Gotta be honest, this is not how I expected it going, but
home for the holidays. My friend pulled me to the side like, did you hear about Marcus? Our Marcus? Yeah, our Marcus. A bunch of girls say he raped him in the back of some Target.
Huh?
They say he drove him back there in his car, and then he parked it, and the rest is even darker. Wait, which Marcus? Cause it can't be, yes, our Marcus. The same Marcus we collected Pokemon cards with. The one with perfect grades that has family in New Orleans. Yes, that Marcus. He's got 7 rape charges.
Huh?
Ride for my dogs, lie for my dogs, die for my dogs. Ride for my dogs, lie for my dogs, die for my dogs. Because it's
Like what?
home for the holidays. My friend pulled me to the side like, did you hear about Kevin? Kevin who? Our Kevin. What happened? He got arrested. They found a bunch of messages he sent to little kids. And apparently he met up with this 10-year-old, and now the kid's saying he got molested. Molested by who? By Kevin? Nah, it's gotta be a different Kevin. Look, I'm telling you it's Kevin that we've known since we were 7. The one whose dad's a reverend. The same Kevin we spend every weekend with and call brethren.
Oh my god.
Ride for my dogs, lie for my dogs, die for my dogs. Ride for my dogs, lie for my dogs, die for my dogs. Because
This is a mess, man.
Truthfully, it's family till it can't be, gang till it ain't, twins, but it depends, brothers until something is uncovered, dogs until the lifting of the fog. I always got you turns into, well, I never thought you. Years of camaraderie suddenly disappear, almost like you never were here. Unconditional love becomes very conditioned when push comes to shove, and all that talk of taking bullets suddenly feels foolish. Pictures with them turn to ad campaigns, you gotta pull it. Feet held to the fire, we hold accountable the ones we hold dear, out of morals but mainly fear. The choice becomes clear, and years of camaraderie suddenly disappear, almost like you never were here. Almost like you never were here.
I need a second to like digest that song because like, so I kind of liked it because it was like, it's like the vibe was so weird of it, right? Because it's like, I'm riding with my dog. That seems like such a weird song. Like, I mean, not a weird song, and like, but like, imagine like throwing that on in the car or something. I feel like I would never do that, but I think it's an interesting like concept behind a song though, like saying like, oh, I ride for my dogs regardless, because there's all these people that will always ride for their dogs even if they do this fucked up shit, and you're like, well, you're like, oh, what about Kevin? He was messing around with little kids. It's like, oh, well, that's my dog though, like he wouldn't do that. It's like, well, he did, so like relax, you know. I don't know, that was a kind of a weird song. But we're going to get into the next one. This one is called Denver. Let's go.
Uh-huh.
So many losing hope in those dreams that they.
Okay.
Walking past the homeless in a Rolex. Just got off the stage on the Today Show and I basically felt soulless. Years go by and I keep saying I'm gonna use my phone less, but I should just be phoneless. Ignorance is bliss and so is being underground, cause it was fun when we were known less. Sorry, that's cliche, I know I'm so blessed, but Jason keeps on telling me say yes, and truth be told I know he knows best, but I don't wanna do no press. I've seen enough of me on this little screen. I've become so vain and insecure about everything. I feel all this pressure to live up to what they tell me I'm gonna be, so I isolate myself. You can't help me, it's on me. I'm hiding any sign of weakness from my guys. I don't want them second guessing with me. Nemo said to keep my foot on next, cause I can't let them just forget me. But the brags in my raps are getting less and less convincing, so I'd rather just
I feel like Jack got more into his Drake bag on this one, where he's just rapping over like sampled beats like this. Like he's like rapping on this one. Like
I wrote that first verse in Denver back in September. It's January now and I'm feeling like myself again. I got Angel back in here, I need his help again. I'm taking time away but wondering what a healthy helping is. Fuck it, they gon' check for me, I tell myself and tell my friends. Avoiding any talks about the elephant, chalking up the hate, the jealousy and just embellishments. But deep down, I find myself wondering if the people that write about me are right about me. And I wonder if my exes are oversharing, cause they know a lot about me. I'm a long way from Shelby County, I've been through some local tension. Heard talks of a healthy bounty, sober and focused. I cannot walk down no deli alleys. I still got the fellas around me, I love them and tell them proudly. My mama needs help adjusting, my father needs help accounting. I'm looking out heaven's window, I know that there's hell around me.
damn. Okay. All right. So I think this is just gonna be instrumental to end this. So we're gonna go next. This one's called No Enhancers.
My homeboy just beat cancer. I call my ex no answer, as in that's my nickname for her, cause when I call no answer, she know I'm a romancer. You know I make you laugh like no one else, you love my banter. I like my girl natural, she don't need no enhancers. She don't need no enhancers. She don't need no enhancers.
Hey.
And my baby, she a natural. She don't need no enhancers. She don't need no enhancers. She don't need no enhancers. She don't even know her daddy. She walk around this cold world without no safety net or padding. Tough as nails, new acrylics. Once the old ones get too stale. Coffin shape, new pink. Aside from that, the rest is real. Morning body, check the mirror, hit the scale. How we feel, break control inside a pill. Just to leave the crib these days has become such a skill. All the cards stacked against her, but she learning how to deal. And my homeboy just beat cancer. I call my ex no answer, as in that's my nickname for her, cause when I call no answer, she know I'm a romancer. You know I make you laugh like no one else, you love my banter. I like my girl natural.
Okay,
She don't need no enhancers. She don't
No
need no
enhancers.
enhancers.
She don't need no enhancers.
And my baby, she a natural. She don't need no enhancers.
She don't need no enhancers.
She don't need no enhancers.
Okay, we're gonna do one last song, and this one is called Common Ground.
Just talking about what I see. It's not opinion based, it's just shit I see. The suburbs are filled with ebonics and trap sonics. Frat boys saying no cap, put racks on it. The dialect got a little splash of some black on it. Cap and gowns bought by the money in dad's pockets. White girls squatting, trying to get that ass popping. Caught back talking to their mom and dads often. Reciting rap lyrics about murder and cash profit. Get to feel like a thug, but don't have to act on it. Local homicide rates got them astonished. Reading about it on a laptop in pajamas. Microsoft Office to complete their assignments. Never seen the hood, still can't help but have comments. Never had a combo with a kid from that climate that really has trauma, that really got taught to survive by any means. Fuck bitches, stack commas. Common ground ain't that common.
Damn, he talking about them fake ass, poser ass, like suburbs kids that try to always claim they're from the hood. Cause Jack is one of those. I mean, Jack was from Louisville, Kentucky. Like that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like that, right? Like I'm also a suburbs kid. I'm not from the hood, and I've never claimed to be from the hood. But there are dudes, literally dudes from my hometown too, that try to act like, oh, I'm from Detroit. No, you're not. You're not from Detroit. What I do is I tell people I live in a Metro Detroit. That's what I tell people. From like the Detroit area is what I say. Because like you're not gonna know the specific cities. And just like people do that here in Atlanta too. Like you live in some of the suburbs of Atlanta, you just say, oh, I live in the Atlanta area. Oh, okay. Because you're not gonna be like, oh, I live in blah 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 Atlanta. You're not gonna or blah 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 Georgia. I don't know what the hell that is unless you live here. So it's like it's just funny talking about these like poser ass dudes that try to claim this shit.
The festivals are filled with Larry Bird jerseys. College students in a hurry to jump to a 4 count and say the N-word. Business interns taking Molly them perks, trampling on top of bodies and dirt.
Damn.
Condescending suburban kids growing up to be rap journalists, writing urban myths about who they think is the best urban kid and who the worst is, and who's authentic and what the real hip-hop is and who's all in it. Thrift shopping for articles and garments that feel like they came from a foreign environment. Secondhand Bape Supreme and gallery department. Anything to feel less harmless. Adderall dealers carrying around guns just to make it feel realer. House with white pillars, no rough, just diamonds. The education private, it's all by design. And common ground ain't that common. Let me hear that.
He kind of snapped on that one. He kind of snapped. I think I'm gonna be done after that one because like he said they be going so concerts filled with Larry Bird jerseys, you know, because that's the most common one. And then he said like these dudes these white dudes grow up to be journalists to tell urban kids how to be urban or whatever the hell. And it's like, yo, that's so true because like these guys that be like reviewing music and shit always say like, oh, this dude, he don't know how to rap. It's like, well, neither do you. So what the hell do you know? What are you doing? You're just a guy that's never been in this situation, so you don't know. So I like Jack telling that perspective, kind of like how it is, right? Because I feel like I don't know if Jack was necessary. Did he live in Louisville or was he like more of a suburban? I don't know, but I don't think Jack ever has claimed to be like a hood dude, right? Because I don't think he ever was. So like he doesn't claim to be like some hood dude. He's just like, so he's like, I know you guys are posers because I would have done the same thing. I've probably done the same thing. Like there's probably so many people out there from the suburbs that try to claim that they're from that city, try to claim that they're hood, they're this, they're that, and it's like, you're not, dog. You're not. Stop acting like that. Stop it. So shout out Jack. So far, he's in his rapping bag in this one. You know, there's no features. He's got like the cool samples in the background. I feel like he's on that like Drake style. I think he saw the success of that one song he did with Drake. What was it? Churchill Downs or something like that, with the little sampled beat. And he was like, oh yeah, we got to do more of this. So I like it. I gotta be honest. I was never really a fan of like this style of music per se. Like I like rap like this, but it's not like what I listen to on a daily basis. Like when Drake does that kind of stuff too, I don't really listen to it that much. Like the slower ish songs, I'm more of an upbeat guy. You guys know, like I love upbeat music, and these songs are a lot slower. So not particularly my cup of tea, but I don't think it was bad. The songs that I heard, I didn't think were bad. I just not the type of songs that I generally listen to. So, but anyway, if you guys did like, please leave a like, please subscribe. Make sure to go check out that album, Jackman, out now on all platforms. And until next time, it's ya boy, King Boys Productions. Squaw.
My love's like a black hole sun, so bright when it burns, so dark when it's done. So hard to relate to one when I find myself tripping off that blunt. Tripping off this blunt, so I might be blunt if I do confront you.